Hi you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about the curtains. So I had someone to ask me about curtains and how do I hang my curtains and my drapes in my home. And I've done a video on curtains once before, but I decided to go ahead and just do a recap again on curtains. No matter where you are, whether if you're in the dressing room of some fancy department store, or if you're in a hotel room that you're staying in for vacation, or if you're at home, or if you're visiting someone, curtains and draperies is always going to be a part of our lives no matter what. And since they are made of all sorts of fabrics and colors, they're sometimes difficult to decide which curtains you want, what fabric to use, and should you get them custom made or should you buy them from a store. So I want to just go online and just show you some fabrics and some things that I've seen online, and I'm going to show that to you now. Basically, it is showing you how to measure your windows, where to install your drapery rings and tools that's going to hold your curtain rod. So basically, it's saying to go out at least 4 to 5 inches from the side of your window, and then 4 to 5 inches above your window. But we all know, depending on how tall your walls, how many feet you have between your ceiling and your floor. Some people have 10-foot ceilings. Some have some smaller than that. And it just depends if what look you're trying to get. If you are trying to get a look that will give you more space in the room, then of course you're going to want to go as close to the ceiling as possible. And your windowsill may be more than just 4 or 5 inches from the window itself and from the ceiling. So this is just Pottery Barn's way of trying to show you how to actually hang curtains. But according to me, I hang mine a little different. I love for my curtains to be right under my ceiling, and if I have any trim around my ceiling, I usually place my curtains right underneath the trimming. So it depends on your space, it depends on your room, and it depends on the look that you're trying to achieve when hanging your curtains. So you guys, let's get right into it. Now that we've kind of seen a little tutorial of from Pottery Barn of how they like to put their window accessories up, I'm going to show you a picture of my window accessories here in my family room. As you can see, I have almost like a bay window. It's actually 5 windows, but I have 6 curtains there, and that's how me and the hubs decided to hang ours. Now every room you go in is going to have a different window. It's gonna be a different size, a different height. No 2 windows are pretty much the same, and so you're going to make sure that you measure your windows depending on the room and the look that you want to capture in that particular room. So basically what I'm showing you here is how I like to pinch my curtains or my drapes that are hanging here, just to give it that more professional look. I like to make sure that when I pull them together that I have a nice equal size pleat between each one of the hooks that the draperies are hanging on. And I do that by actually just folding over some of the fabric in between each hook, and then placing a hook there. And then that way, when I bring my curtains together, it gives me that nice completed a space or pleats that is in between each curtain. Now, this is a very wide window here in my eat-in kitchen area, and these drapes that I have up now, I believe they are 50 by 96 inches. And where we place this particular rod is right underneath our crown molding in the kitchen area. So again, this is what I mean by depending on your room, depending on your window, depending on the height of the ceiling, is where you're going to place your rod. Some people like their rods to be, again, like Pottery Barn show, 5 inches, not more than 5 inches above the actual window trim. But for me, I like for the eyes to go up. I like for the ceilings to appear a lot higher and the room to feel bigger. So what I like to do is normally put it right underneath the crown molding, and that's what I did here in my eat-in kitchen. Now, I did something a little different in my sunroom area, and if you guys want to refer back to my video that I did on curtains before last year, I'll try to link that video to this video so that you can see the different types of drapery shapes that appear where you're hanging your drapes. So what I want to show you here is that what I plan on doing with these particular curtains, because they are 50 by, I believe, 102 inches long. So they are very, very long curtains. They're identical to the ones that I have in the family room. But here I plan on tucking these just like this, and I'm going to show you how one of my hacks are. Now, what I can do is I can add one of those curtains drapery ropes or something like that to these curtains, and those dowels that you put, as I have like at the front door. But one of the hacks that you also can use is just to simply put a command strip right there on the wall, and then take you a zip tie and tie it around the curtain, not too tight, but just enough so that you can be able to feed the curtains through the zip tie, and then just clip it onto the command strip. No one will see that command strip behind your curtains, and no one will see the zip tie, because you're going to puff it out and make sure that it's kind of hanging over. So there will be an illusion that you have a rope, a drapery rope there. So that's just a little tip and a hack that I have for you guys, according, when you want to get that drapery effects. Now, here are the curtains in my sunroom area. Again, I have tucked these curtains and pleated them as well. Again, I think they're 50 inches wide or more. And what I did, because this is a wide window as well, but because I want that professional look, what I did was I went between each of the ties, the clips on the curtains, and then what I did was just I pleated it. I folded the material over so that I can get that nice pleated look at the top. That's another hack of mine, just to give you a professional look, and so that your curtains won't have so much space between each hook. To me, it gathers the curtains and it gives you a more professional look. Now, you see these curtains right here are not that long. I do believe these are probably about 90 inches long, or maybe 92. I'm not quite sure. I have to look at the package that it came in, but if I'm not mistaken, these are 50 by 92 inches, and these are perfect for this sunroom because they just about touch the floor. They are what you call like the floating curtains, so they're gonna barely touch your floor and not hang or drag or lay on the floor. So but my effect is the puddle effect. I love the puddle effect, and most all my windows in my home have that puddle effect. Even the extra long draperies that I have at my double doors in the front room area, all of those draperies pretty much have the puddle effect, except for maybe two rooms. And this room right here is the family room. And again, you see these draperies are touching the floor. And you can also create the puddle effect here as well. Or you can just, pull them out and pull them apart where they will give you that nice effect where it looks like they're just basically touching the floors. So I'm gonna also take you into upstairs to the bedrooms and into the front living area so that you can see those curtains again. And remember, this video, there's a video of all the curtains in my home that I did last year, but because someone asked me about this particularly, I decided to just do a do-over or a refresh on hanging curtains, since that last video I did is over a year old. But if you care to see that video, it is in the library, and again, I will try to link that video to this one. So we're gonna let's go into the front living area. So you guys, here are the curtains that I have here at the front door. Again, these curtains are 2-story long. They are about 220, I believe, inches long. So they're long enough to fit both stories, the top story and the the top floor and this floor. So which is why they're perfect for these double doors. I did not have these curtains made, these drapes made. I actually bought these drapes. I ordered them, and you can order them if you Google or if you go on Overstock or Amazon.com, and there are some places, some areas on there, that some seamstress on there rather, that makes drapes. And when you go on Amazon, there are some that are listed there that once you put in your measurements, some of their websites will come up for you if you want to get them specifically made for a window such as this, or to go over your door. So I just want to throw that in there because I'm asked all the time about these curtains that are over my double doors, my front doors. Now these curtains here in my dining room, they are, I believe, 92 inches long, and you do see the material here where they drape. Again, I love long curtains, long drapes. I prefer to have more material than less material, because the thing about it is that if I don't want them to touch the floor, all I have to do is pull them a little bit more and let them hang on the sconce, the wall dowels that are behind them. So long is always better. Short is awful because you can't add more material to the window dressing, but you can always either cut your drapes or have them cut or size to your window, or you can leave them as is if they're a little bit long, and you could just simply just drape them back, and use a tie back or something like that, just to get that perfect look that you're looking for. But these drapes here that's in my front living area, I believe they are 88 inches long. These are 50 by 88, I believe, and they are basically just barely touching my floor in this room. And this is why I'm saying that each room is different. You're gonna have, the lengths are going to be different in every room, because it depends on the height of the ceiling, it depends on the windows, it depends on the look that you're trying to create for that particular room. So every window may be different. Again, here's a window here in my guest bedroom, one of the guest bedroom, and these curtains are also, I believe, about 50 50 by 88 or 90 inches, and they are pretty much barely touching the floor as well. So, you know, you will find that the look that I have is either the puddled look or it is the wispy look where they're barely touching the floor. And, you know, it depends on your style and your decor, what you're looking for, depending on how long your curtains should be and how you want your curtains to hang or drape your floor. So I hope that this is helping the person that asked me about the curtains and the drapes. Again, I've made a video before on this, and I just want to come back and show you guys the drapes that are around my home, because they did have a question about how to hang them and how long they should be. It's really a personal preference of the person. So, you know, what one person may want in their home, someone else may not want the same. But for me, I love the puddled look, which is what you're seeing now. And this is my bedroom window, which are like a bay window. I have there's what 3 windows here, and it's basically a bay window. So and I have 4 panels here, so that is a different look as well. And you see my curtain rods are right underneath the crown molding in this room as well. So you guys, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up as well. And welcome all of the new subbies to the channel. And yeah, any videos that you guys are interested in seeing, go ahead and leave a message for me down at the bottom. If there's a particular subject you want me to touch on, you know, I'll be happy to oblige and put that video up for you. And this is my this is the theater room, actually, the curtains in the theater rooms. And again, you will see these are a puddle effect as well. And as I said before, that is my favorite look. So most of the curtains in my home will be at least about 92 inches to 96 inches long, depending on the room. And so I love the puddle effect. I love for my curtains to have that little puddle draped at the bottom on the floor. So I hope this is helpful to you guys. I hope I answered your questions. To any window, just as they said in the video, you want to go out at least 5 inches from the side of the window and maybe 5 inches above. That is what the professionals tell you to do. But any drapery rod should go past your actual window frame. So you want to make sure that you do go past the frame, which is why they say 5 inches outside of the frame and then 5 inches up. Now the 5 inches up is depending on you, how you what look you're looking for on your window itself. Me personally, I love to go all the way up because I love that longevity, that length, that look of making the room bigger than what it actually is. So my curtains will always be near the ceiling, not too far from not too many inches far from the ceiling. So you guys, this is the end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Cindy signing out.